all you got to do is find you a web developer because that's the main stronghold in the virtual reality world, the developers. So with it being brand new, like in the little virtual marketing that I went to yesterday, like the lady said, this VR platform is like the internet when it released. It's brand new. So for us to be at this present time with a new platform that is not even established, you got so many different people coming to establish this one platform. Whether it be different developers from different schools and stuff.
What you want, Colin?
He was hitting people. So I did that thing where I hold him down and tell him to stop hitting people. So he's crying now.
Okay, go in the house. I finished, James. So I need to get a house.
No, so let me finish. So, like the lady was saying, I went into a theater class or some shit. That they was trying to figure out how they gonna do real life acting through the VR. And if you want to watch a play or some shit, you can watch it through the VR. But the main point that she struck with me was, right now, that room that everybody was in, she said this shit is free. Like when you get into the VR world right now, it's free right now. But for a second, if you don't think that they're coming up with ways to, if you want to enter this room, you got to pay $10 because they done had the developer build this thing up. They got a cap on how many people they can bring in, like 100 people or something per room. So if you sitting here and you're building up the little places and stuff for them to have the virtual reality interactions, it's gonna come a market, like she was saying. Macy's is building a whole mall in the metaverse. So you can walk in with your little virtual person and go shop and see all the stuff right there as if you're scrolling on your phone on the Macy's app. But it's more intuitive for you to be able to interact and to go see actually everything that they putting in that mall. You got the developers, who knows who they got building this shit up, but you won't be able to go in there for free. So just picture it being like something else that somebody builds up. They're going to put a $50 subscription if you want to come into this hangout spot and talk about some shit. For your perspective, Tamika, on being a real estate agent, where you can monopolize off this is with getting the same house constructed similar to what is being viewed and what they're about to buy in the metaverse. You can, whoever it is, if it's Asia or your friend that's the web developer, if they can make that house look just like the one you're selling, the person who buys that house, they'll get access to that virtual house only if they buy the house in real life. So that's a perk in the metaverse universe when you're a real estate agent right now. Because if you own some houses and you virtually build those houses on a platform in that universe, it's going to be $260,000, whatever the price it is that you're selling it for.
So you tokenize the house in the metaverse and tokenize that asset in real life at the same time.
The person won't be able to get into that house in the metaverse unless they buy the house in real life. They can sit there and be on the outside looking like, damn, this is a nice house, and virtually look at the house. If they are here and they already done seen the house and they get on the VR, like, check out this house. What you think about this house? They can take that VR tour as if they was right there. And when they do confirm the purchase, whatever you built in that VR world is theirs. If they need it back on the market for sale, then you gotta come back and take all that. You see what I'm saying? How they starting to monopolize on the effects of the metaverse? Because that shit was like...
So if they buy it in real life, then they own it in the metaverse? Or if they buy it in the metaverse, they own it in real life?
They gotta buy it in real... You're building the house in real life. I mean, you're building the house in the metaverse through the developer. it's gonna look the same way. You can go in, they can
So how
furnish
do you
it.
know if the house even exists in real life?
That's where the real estate agent comes into place as a business scam. You know how many houses you got in your portfolio. You got to find your web developer. I need 5 houses that look like these houses I'm selling right now. Can you please get them to the T? So I can offer it to my potential clients so they will know that if they do, in fact, want to buy this house and they are in the metaverse, they can have their gatherings or whatever it is virtually in that space that's already been created, that they don't have to go in and waste the time for because it's already been built. Make sense?
I guess so. Okay, so explain the part again where you said they all go into a room and it's 100 people, and then to get access to the inner circle room, you got to pay $10.
That's what the lady was touching off of. She said right now everything's free. They ain't charging no services to enter certain rooms yet, but people are already tinkering with that topic. Like, hey, how come we don't charge $10 for them to come to this open mic night? Like yesterday, I went to they had a comedy corner, 4 different people from, I can't remember where they was from, but they take turns every 30 minutes. They'll go up on the stage and tell their jokes, and you can sit there and listen to their jokes and laugh for free. Just sitting there. Other people in the motherfucking room listening to the same jokes you listening to, and you can interact and talk to them too. So for it to be free now, if they bring Dave Chappelle, they gonna be charging like $50 to get into this comedy corner where Dave Chappelle is there, and you can greet him and say hi and take a virtual picture and shit. Like, bro, it's that motherfucking intuitive for them to be able to try to monopolize at a fluent rate.
So basically what you're saying is fuck going to see Dave Chappelle live, meet his ass in the virtual world.
That's an option for him though. That's an option for him though. Like the one dude I was talking to, I was like, you know Dave? He's like, nah. He's like, I know him, but I ain't never met him. I was like, what about Cat Williams? He's like, yeah, I know Cat. I met him a few times and shit. But just knowing that this dude knew Cat, how long before Cat Williams comes to that comedy corner on this VR, or Dave Chappelle gets an offer to come, it's gonna take money. They ain't gonna do it for free. But right now, it's like in beta form. So everything is free when it's in beta form because they're trying to figure it out because it's brand new. But to look at the possibilities in that shit is limitless, especially when you look at Macy's, for example, or Walmart and them. Like, they take this Walmart right here, everything they got in the store, you can go shop right now. You
Sit on your VR, go shopping.
Go grab everything you need. They got the stock updated instantly on what's there. And then you see who else is there type shit. And then they'll have like VR purchases only type shit, where the only way you can purchase this is through the VR system type shit. It's getting there. It's not there yet though. Who knows who's the ones trying to put all the damn thought and brains into that shit. But that's what we as people take off and run with this shit. Because like I was telling Elsa last night, what I'm trying to figure out with the VR, with the Tesla and the autopilot system, you should, if you in autopilot and you can put on your VR shit, you shouldn't be able to touch the steering wheel. You should be able to have an enhanced vision on while you driving. I feel like if you wanted to take that VR driving experience in the Tesla to get you where you want to go. But I don't know what they're doing at work yet regarding integrating VR technology with the cars. They said something about it's some robots that they can drive and shit with the VR. Yeah, of course. If you got a fucking Tasha Green's business or some shit and you want to motherfucking eliminate the delivery drivers, you can get the Boston, I think it's called Boston Dynamics, or it's one of them fucking MIT affiliated places up there. But they got the cheetah. Have you seen the cheetah?
Yes, the dog.
Exactly. So just imagine putting your salad on that shit, putting on your VR, and then you drive that motherfucker to whoever house it need to go to drop off and deliver your food.
Oh.
Now you see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't going by itself. You got to control that motherfucker.
So I could put on my VR headset and drive a drone and drop a pizza off at somebody's house.
Exactly.
Man, this shit is crazy.
But nobody has taken that step to see, all right, how about we just eliminate the delivery drivers and just get 5 of these damn cheaters and fucking get 5 people to put on VR headsets and just drive these motherfuckers.
And pay them.
They sit down just driving them motherfuckers. Remotely. They ain't even nowhere near. But the technology is here, but we don't know where.
So how do you, as a business owner, protect your cheetah from getting driven to Mexico and stolen by the cartel?
Well, we talking tracking and shit. Like, you got your VR headset on, you think tracking ain't there for you to not know where your shit at? Come on, team. Like, come on. You gotta be smarter than that. Ain't nobody gonna... Bro, have you seen how fast that shit run? Man, you can goddamn get that pizza to and fro in like goddamn 2 seconds, bro. Like, it's just about trying to figure it out and being the next Tesla, the next Elon.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is we need a fleet of drones and a fleet of cheetahs.
It ain't even the drones. I say just the cheetahs, because you don't need to fly shit. You fucking with aerial space. And they ain't came up with no recipe or how they gonna handle that type of traffic when it does come. But it's coming. Don't think fucking drone traffic ain't coming. Because if these motherfuckers at Amazon could just drop your package off at your house, instead of having somebody drive a car and get out and physically bring it to you, and they can just fly that shit, have somebody put on their VR, fly that shit, pick it up, fly it to that person, because it's error. The shit ain't perfect yet. So you're going to need some type of human guidance to be able to guide it accordingly.
And that's where Skynet comes in.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so with all that being said, there you have it. Rest of my case.
Appreciate it, bro.
You're welcome.